Hello friends, welcome to my channel Super Science. Today we will discuss something regarding vaccines. Friends, as you all well aware of the thing that from last 2 years the whole world is facing a challenge in terms of COVID-19. And as we are well aware, this is a very infectious disease which is causing a great number of morbidity also. To tackle this, basically someone needs to depend upon its immune power, immunity, and to trigger this immunity against specific infections, we need some of antibodies. So basically, vaccines are used to producing antibodies against the diseases. Nowadays, we are getting a lot of news regarding the vaccination of COVID-19 also. So today we will learn something about vaccines. What is a vaccine, how it works, and what are the effects of vaccine in the body. Let's start with vaccines. Friends, the term vaccine is defined as a very old term. Late in early 1770s, Dr. Edward Jenner from England is the first who invented vaccines. At that time, smallpox, also known as Chechak, was a deadly disease resulting in a high number of morbidity and a very infectious disease. At that time, Dr. Edward Jenner first invented vaccine with the inoculum of cowpox microbes, which is very effective against smallpox, and it saves thousands of lives at that time, right? Therefore, resulting in the eradication of smallpox. Also, some of the other diseases like polio, measles, mumps, typhoid, these are basically reduced because of vaccines only. So when we come to a definition of a vaccine is a biological preparation that improves immunity to a particular disease. And basically it is made by some of the animals with the help of some animals, right? Like cow and horses. A vaccine is usually made from a weakened or a dead form of a microbe that is basically intended to fight and produce antibodies in our bodies. And depending on this, there are certain type of vaccines, uh, you can say, and like first is killed vaccine, then is attenuated vaccine, typhoid toxoid vaccine, and subunit vaccine. Okay, now we will elaborate all these vaccine types in details. Number one is killed vaccine. These are the vaccines that contain microorganisms that have been killed using chemical or heat. Basically, in this type of vaccines, the microorganism is killed, and this killed microorganism, like bacteria or virus, is used to produce a vaccine. What it does when it is entered in the body, it stimulates the immune system of the body, and because of this immune system stimulation, the antibodies for this particular disease is made in the body, which will remain in the body, so that whenever the infectious virus or bacteria comes in our body, it triggers the immune system and the antibodies just starting capturing the virus or bacteria and provides the immunity. The examples of killed vaccines are influenza vaccine, cholera, bubonic plague, polio, and hepatitis A vaccine. Okay. Then the second one is attenuate vaccine. Attenuate vaccine, this contains live attenuated microorganisms. Attenuated means a numerous microorganisms. Okay, these are usually live viruses that have been cultivated under such conditions which disable their virulent properties. Virulent properties means the properties which are very harmful for our body. So in this type of vaccines, a live bacteria or virus or microorganism is cultivated in the body, but the harmful properties of this bacteria has been removed. So the virus goes to the body, but it is not able to produce the disease. Okay, this is called as attenuated vaccines. These vaccines provides more durable immunity response and are preferred type of the healthy adults, like measles, mumps, typhoid, and rubella. Okay. The next type is toxoid vaccine. Toxoid vaccines are the inactivated toxic compounds that causes illness. Which means when a bacteria or virus someone comes into a body, it releases some toxins. In toxoid vaccines, these toxins are used to produce the antibodies in the cells in the body. Okay. So the toxic compound which are used to produce antibodies are called as toxoid antibodies or toxoid vaccines. For example, tetanus and diphtheria. The next one is subunit vaccines. These use protein subunits instead of the entire microorganism as a vaccine. Okay, this what it means. The microorganism is having some of the proteins like RNA, DNA, or these which are carrying the information of their genetic material. So these vaccines use this information, these proteins actually, to produce the antibodies in a human body. For example, hepatitis B vaccine, which uses surface protein. Human papilloma virus (HPV), which is very common. It used a subunit of influenza virus. Influenza is basically a you can say jukham sardi. Okay, so these are different type of vaccines which are manufactured nowadays. Okay, and what is the effectiveness of vaccine? How effective is a vaccine is? Basically, vaccines do not guarantee the complete protection from a disease. It is only uh, like enhancing the antibodies formation in your bodies, and these antibodies actually uh, fight with these bacteria or viruses and control the disease. Okay, so there sometimes the vaccine do fail, or you can say like desired antibodies are not produced. What will be the reason? There are some certain reasons which can, because of this can be done, like the host immunity system may not be responding adequately. Like whenever you give antibody to someone, the host response which you have given the antibody vaccine, it is not responding so well and not producing the antibodies. This might be a reason. Okay, the other reason may be that the because of the lower immunity, the person as such already having a lower immunity because of some disease or some therapy like some steroid therapy, diabetes or steroid he is using, or HIV. So he has a lower immunity. So after giving the vaccine also, it may not produce the desired antibodies. Okay, host may not have a B cell capable of producing antibodies. What are the B cell and what are the T cell? This I will give in the next video, which I will be preparing very soon. Okay, which will be completely giving the basic insight of the vaccines and the human immunity response. Okay, the efficacy of a vaccine depends on a number of factors also. Which are the factors? Number one, the disease itself. How how much severe is the disease? If the disease is very severe, then maybe the antibodies may not produce adequate. Then the strain of the vaccine. Strain of the vaccine means the which type of vaccine, which part, which strain. Like suppose you can take a live example of COVID. We are now using Covaxins and Covishield vaccines. Okay, earlier, but now they are saying that the virus has been mutated, so it is not working against this new virus. So this is called a strain, the different strain. The virus property to keep it alive is called as its mutation or strain. Okay, then the schedule of the vaccine. Like we have given some schedules that first vaccine dose you have to give on this date, then 2 months after that. If you do not take on the schedule, then there are chances that antibodies may not be produced adequately in your body. Okay, then the individual host factor means that the person you are giving the vaccine, he or she should have some individual factors also. Okay, then the genetic and ethnic predisposition, like some have the genes which do not have proper immunity. Okay, good. Then most vaccines use adjuvants. Vaccine, when we are preparing a vaccine pharmaceutically, then they give some adjuvants along with the vaccines to keep the volume of the vaccine. Okay, then basically these adjuvants are to increase the immune response also, and they don't have any specific antigenic activity by themselves. And basically aluminum salts like aluminum phosphate, aluminum hydroxide, these are used very commonly as an adjuvants. So friends, this is basically regarding the vaccines. What are the different type of vaccines? What is vaccines? Who invented the vaccines? All this. In my next video, I will be sharing with you the immune response of the body. What is the immune system of our body? What are the cells, different type of cells, which are capable of producing the immune system? Okay. So please wait for my next video. Please like and share Super Science. Thank you very much.